This is some of that £4 shit. Noidecs Vital Platinum OG. It's a sativa. Look, it's a sativa. I haven't had a proper sativa for a while. Everything seems to be hybrids usually. I do prefer a bit of the old indica. And saying that, the QSG is a sativa-leaning hybrid. The Atlantic Blue is an indica-leaning hybrid. So I guess I am doing indica and sativa, but hybrid. So anyway, Noidecs Vital. This fills me with a bit of fear because it's coming from Portocanna, and it's in these bloody tubs. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if this is dry as hell, because everything that I've had from Portocanna recently has been suspiciously, ridiculously dry and dead. This is batch number C240017, expires in January 2025. 25% THC, less than 1% CBD, obviously. What's Medbud telling us? This is the cheap. This is the cheap seats. This is limited to dispensary green. And oh god, I've had to jump through hoops to get it. So Integro won't send or write prescriptions for Noidecs because they can only get Noidecs from dispensary green, and they refuse to deal with dispensary green because of hassles and problems they've had in the past. And I haven't really done much research into it, to be honest, because I don't look on Reddit and I don't look on stuff like that because my brain just can't cope. So I had to get Integro to take my request. They then sent that over to IPS. They then got a doctor to write that prescription out. That prescription then got sent to New Grove, who I've been using for my prescriptions lately, who are with Welford Clinic, who are part of the group that makes the Rismos products. And then New Grove had to go and talk to Dispensary Green to get this sent through to New Grove Pharmacy, even though New Grove were told to start with that they couldn't get hold of it either because their supplier wasn't allowed it because it was only going to Dispensary Green and they wouldn't allow it to go to anyone else. Oh my word. But anyway, I wanted to get first impressions on camera of this. Sorry, I've just realised the washing machine is making a row in the background. Every time I make these videos, the washing machine's going for some reason. Every single time. I don't know why I do it. I always do it. It's weird. It's confusing. I don't mean to, but it happens. So where were we? I've also asked for the certificate of analysis for this. So that's been gamma irradiated. It's an indica hybrid, it says here, but then it says it's flower sativa on the label. So, who knows? American bred. Platinum OG wears its luxury on its sleeve. Okay. THC levels of Platinum OG range from 20 to 24%. Where are we here? We're on 18 to 22% here. What does it say on the... It says 20%, but yes, 18 to 22% with a plus minus 10% difference. It also retains 1% CBD and 1% CBN. Platinum OG is known as a heavy hitter, bred by Mendocino Farms to be just that. They combined Master Kush and OG Kush into a strain that's anything but delicate. Some researchers suspect that there's some Mendocino perps in there as well. Well, the strain has the distinct taste of pine nuts, as well as overtones of diesel, the smell of spice, and even a taste of coffee. The combination produces herbal, earthy sensations, none of the fruity flavours of some of these other strains. Casting shade on fruity flavours? What does that even mean? What's wrong with fruity? Like a bit of fruit, like a bit of earth. There's room for everything. Platinum OG grows best outside, particularly in sunny, warm climates, and flowers in 63 days, give or take. Give or take what? Packaged in Portugal by Portocanna. The strain's hardiness makes it resistant to diseases, mould and mildew, which makes it friendlier for novice growers, especially those in humid climates. The plant itself develops into a shade of light silver platinum beneath a coat of resin and crystals, concealing purple tones and orange hairs. So, let's get this tub open and let's see if it's got an off gas. No, that's not full. That's not. So there's no off gassing going on in there. Let's give it a check though, just in case you can hear it. Oh, there was the slightest little whimper of a. Let's see what we've got. Right, not going to look. Let's see if I'm getting any smell, although I'm surrounded by products at the moment, so I'll probably nose blind. That 10 grams is not really giving me much. No, there's not much going on in there. So let's have a look at a bud. Oh, that's very solid. See, it feels a bit weird because it's very dry, but it also doesn't feel completely dried out. But I wonder if this is just you know, if it was slightly different bud, that it would have that cardboard feel. Let's open it up. Okay, it's looking a little old on the inside. There's no sparkle really going on, and what is the description of this? The huff on this is supposed to be pine nuts with overtones of diesel and spice. Nope. So, as with most medical flour, oh, there we go, there's a bit of smell. There's something just kind of skunky going on. Yeah, it's a bit of a gassy thing, a bit of a diesel-y thing going on, but mostly there's the skunky, funky smell. And yeah, no fruity. Oh no fruity. You can be done with your frou-frou. Okay, so yeah, that's not, in terms of smell, that's deeply unimpressive. The nugs are a decent size. There's not a huge amount of dust in the bottom, but there is a decent amount of leaf in the bottom. So at least it's not all the meds aren't just falling off the flour. And no, it doesn't have that cardboard feel. It's not got the traditional Portocanna cardboard feel, but it's certainly not sticky. It does feel a bit like it might come back to life with a bit of a humidity pack though. Where's the scope? Let's have a look at this stuff. This is terribly interesting for you guys, isn't it, looking at this screen? So under the scope, this does look like there's no crystals that are glistening on that. There's no crystals that are shining on it. All of the active ingredients have gone sugary on this. There you go, there's some trichomes there though. It's still intact, still shining, amber. Okay, let's have a look on the inside and see what we get. Okay, there's sparkling on the inside. Trikes are intact, and there is some amber in there as well. They're not just all clear. Okay, for £4, I'm cautiously optimistic, you know. Cautiously optimistic. So, that's the first impression. Smells are very little. The trikes don't look terrible under the scope. Let's get this out so you can see it.